Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to do a little get ready with me using the makeup that I brought with me on my trip to Costa Rica, and then letting you know how the trip went. Also giving you guys a little bit of health updates because I got some to give you and I just want to share with you guys everything. So before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri and I am just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot on indie makeup. So if that is what you're into, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. I'm not going to focus too much on the makeup, but I will let you know what I ended up using. So let me prime my face because I need primer. I did take the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer, and I mean, of course, I use this every time I did actually wear makeup. I feel that there was a good amount of days where I didn't. I would say maybe 2 days out of my 5-day trip I had makeup on, but most of the time I didn't have any, and I only put makeup on really at night to go to dinner. So I'm going to put on some foundation. I bought the Cosmeitics CC Plus and Tower 28. Honestly, I only use this one the whole time because you can spread this with your fingers. It's more of a sheer tint. It has SPF in it, SPF 30. So I really didn't wear this one that much because this one's a little bit more full coverage, and I was just not in the full coverage mode when I was there. But I'm gonna mix these two. But let me tell you, Costa Rica, absolutely stunning. One of the best trips I've been on. I honestly would rate that trip a 10. And I've never been to Central America before. That was my first, and it was such an amazing experience. The people were so kind and friendly and talkative, and just overall some of the nicest people I've ever met, and I just appreciate them so much. And I mean, surprisingly, a lot of people, or most of the people, speak English there, but I tried very hard to speak Spanish because I'm in their country. I want to learn their language. I can understand Spanish more than I can speak it, but if I didn't know a word for something, I would ask them, and they were so open to like kind of teaching you the language. And we ended up staying at the Westin Control Reserva, I think that's what it's called, and it's actually the first all-inclusive Marriott hotel. Like, I don't think any other ones exist, and I think they're like the first resort to try that out, and it's so amazing. It's definitely pricier than some of the other all-inclusive resorts that they had in Costa Rica. Like the Rio was half the price, but I think it was totally worth the money, and we did use like our miles and points to book it, but it was an amazing, definitely like a 5-star experience. The food there, the restaurants were like super nice, decor, food, the options, and when it's all inclusive, that means it includes the food and the alcohol. So we were there for 5 days. I think we went from September 15th through the 20th. Honestly, wish I was there longer because it was that great of an experience. I could have used like 2 or 3 more days there. I feel like there was so much to see and explore, and I kind of wish I had a rent-a-car. We wish we had a rent-a-car so we could have explored more and gone to like a lot more local spots, you know, than just mainly eating on the resort. Let me get some powder. Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Powder is the one I brought with me because I'm trying to use it up, and it's overall a nice powder. So let me put that. Oh, by the way, I was using the One Size Beauty concealer, and I think I only wore concealer once. Even when I did put any kind of makeup on, I just kind of powdered under the eyes and used the Tower 28 to cover my under eyes too, because just less makeup, the better it was feeling when I was there. And the property is on a reserve that has like the animals, and the land is all protected, so you're like there amongst the animals. So we got to see some interesting looking squirrels. They're definitely different from the squirrels here, like in the US. And then they have these species called coatis. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but they were all over, and they rode in packs, and they almost looked like a mixed with like a raccoon. They're very interesting. I mean, I'll put a photo of them. They are so cute though, and they had like little babies, and they were like in the trees, but they would walk past you, and it was just so cool to see them. So I need to put on some blush and bronzer. I did bring the Glowish bronzer with me, and I think I used it once. Because I was also skipping bronzer, guys. I was living my natural life, and I was loving it. And I was getting like naturally tan, so I felt like I didn't really even need bronzer while I was there. I'm gonna go into the lethal blushes I brought. These are single blushes that I put in a pan, like custom made from Lethal, but I'm gonna go maybe into this orange one. Let's do an orange moment. Why not, right? That makes me happy anyways. And I'll link the name below because I don't remember what the name is. It's on the back of it. Too lazy to poke that out. But the first day we got there, tired as hell. We just got food, checked in, chilled. I think we went to the bar there. They have this really cool bar. And they play music. They did karaoke nights there. The music was bomb. The DJ was so good. And like I said, it's all inclusive. So you could just go and get a beer and just chill. I honestly didn't drink too much because I was trying to be like conscious of like what I was eating and not overdo it. Still have fun because, you know, I'm trying to be a healthy version of myself, or a healthier version. So I still like was mindful, but I still also let myself enjoy things and have things here and there. I'm gonna go into the Flower Beauty highlighter palette that I brought with me, and I think I'm gonna go into this Goldie one. I'm feeling a Goldie moment. And then the next day we chilled on the resort as well. We booked a couple tours. We used the gym there, which the gym was so nice and well like equipped it with everything you could possibly need. They also did like yoga on the property, like sunset yoga, I think yoga in the morning. I didn't end up doing the yoga classes, but I thought that was really cool. And there was like nobody in the gym when we went. I guess two people were, you know, on vacation more enjoying, but we did see a lot of people running the property. Like I said, the property was like in a jungle. You felt like you were in a jungle, and they call them like kind of like bungalows. Like each of the buildings had like 4 units in them, and you had like a nice little patio with rocking chairs. You could hear the rain, hear the forest, the birds, a lot of iguanas too on the property. And they even had raccoons. We saw raccoons a couple of times. And the next day we went on our first tour, and we went on a catamaran, and it took off from, it's called, the beach is called Tamarindo. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a very kind of touristy area over there. But we took like a little boat to the catamaran, and it was storming like crazy that day. Honestly, I didn't think we were even going to be able to do the actual boat ride, but they're dedicated to going no matter if it's raining or sunny. And they took you out over like through the coast, well, past the coastline. It was so pretty with all the trees and the mist. And then they took you to the spot to snorkel, but because it had rained and all that, it was a little too choppy, so you couldn't see that well in the water, which was fine with me. I've snorkeled many times in my life. But I was, you know, more just to hang out on a boat and see the beautiful scenery. The water was also really warm, so it felt like warmer in the water than out of it. So I actually was enjoying being in the water, and it just felt so good. Like the water there felt different than like any other beach I've been to. It wasn't super salty, but it was relaxing. It felt amazing. And then the next day we had to get up super early. That was intense. We were gone for so long. We had to be at the pickup in the lobby at like, I think 6:45 in the morning, and it was like a 2-hour drive to this rainforest there, which was all worth it, all worth the whole day and the money and everything. I'm gonna start off with the Nomad palette. I'm gonna do a pink, green, maybe blue in the bottom. If I forget to mention what I'm using, like what shade, I'm gonna link the shades in the description below. Not link it, but let you know what shades I'm using in case you're curious. So I forgot primer. Hello. I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Eye Primer. Went to this rainforest. It was like 2 hours away. It was like an hour walk through the rainforest. It was beautiful. It would like rain randomly, so you needed like a raincoat, which luckily I brought one because I was told I should bring one how it rains there. And we even got to see what they call spider monkeys, which they say is really rare to see a spider monkey. And they have 3 different types of monkeys there, and we got to see all 3 of them. And the instructor was saying, you're very lucky, because most people don't get to see all three. So that was cool, and the rainforest was beautiful, and they had the little like cable bridges, the hanging bridges in there, and it was so cool to be like kind of suspended up in the trees. And I think there was like 3 that we crossed. I mean, Casey was scared out of his mind because he doesn't like heights, but I thought it was cool. And then we drove again, and we went to have lunch at like a local spot there and like have local food. It was really good. And then we went on like another trail and got to see more animals, and it was with like a different tour guide. He was amazing. Like, he was able to spot all the animals, and he'd find these animals. I'm like, how did you even know that was there? He was definitely an expert in his field. And we got to see a sloth with their baby. It was so cute. And he had like this really intense like telescope that would show you like really close up on the animals in the tree, because they're pretty high up in the trees. And he would let you like record, or he would record for you, so you could have like a video of it up close. And the video is so clear. Like, look at this. You see that little sloth? Like, and its baby. I think I need a different brush. I think I had something on that little brush. And it was like snuggling. Oh, it was adorable. And then we also got to see what they call howler monkeys, which we saw at the other rainforest. I forgot to mention that. And there was tons of them in the tree. And it was so cute because like the babies were like hanging upside down with their tail. I thought they were adorable. They're bigger, and they're called howlers because they howl and they can be really loud and you can hear them from a mile away. And surprisingly, I didn't see any snakes though. And then after that, we went to this like rafting little tour with like the main tour guide, and that was insane. We went down this river. It was about an hour ride down the river, and he pointed out like the animals, and it was crocodiles. There was crocodiles in the water, and I was so nervous because we were on like a raft. I mean, it was a big sturdy raft, but I was like, oh my god, is this safe? But the instructor was like, they don't really come up and approach the boat like that. It's really rare. They actually swam away, which was surprising. And then we drove back, which took like 2 hours to get back, or 2.5 hours. And then we got back at the resort. It was like 8 p.m. It was insane. It was a long day. I'm trying to find brushes here. Okay, I'm gonna do some blue on the bottom. So yeah, let's do blue. I'm gonna go into, I'm still in the Cloud Forest palette. And then the next day was our last day there, and we just chilled on the resort and just went to the pool. I went to the pool for like 3 hours. The pool area was really nice. They had music playing. The water felt so good. And then it did rain a little bit, so we had to like wait out the rain. And then we went to the beach. I had a massage on the beach. It was amazing. And then we swam, and then we went and ate. It was a nice little last day there. It was actually sad to leave. I even woke up really early the next day so I could go to the beach for just a little bit, for like an hour or so before we had to like pack up and leave. So it's like, I'm gonna get some more beach time. It's too beautiful. I need more time. And yeah, that was basically it, y'all. It was such a great experience. I highly recommend the resort if you want a good resort to try out there. You know, it's, you know, gonna be a little pricier than the other ones, but I think it's worth the money. By the way, I was using Olmar's in the Cindy Grace one. I'm gonna go into this Negril shade. And that was it, guys. I hope you guys check out my vlog video that I have coming up soon, so you can see it happening in action, because it was a really amazing, beautiful place to go to. So if you're ever looking to go somewhere in Central America, I highly recommend Costa Rica. Like, you're gonna love it. Well, I hope you love it. Can't guarantee anything, right? But let me see. I feel like I need to darken this outer part a little bit more. I'm gonna go into this macaroon shade. This one right here. It's kind of like a reddish brown. Just gonna use a very little amount of it out here. So that was about it. So let me give you guys a little health update. I am doing so good on this health journey. Like, I've been having like these amazing little victories, and I'm just so proud of myself overall. I am going to be talking about health, weight loss, if that bothers you. Just letting you know now. That is the rest of the topic here, and I am just speaking on personal experience and what's been working on me. For me, I'm not recommending anything. I like to put that disclaimer out there, but I've been taking phentermine, which is an appetite suppressant, and I've been eating low carb, low sugar, doing fasting, just really making sure I'm putting good things in my body. And I'm starting to change my relationship with food. Like, it's more about what, will nurture my body and give the right nutrition, and finding ways to make it enjoyable. Like, I love vegetables and fruit and healthy food now. It's not a struggle at all. It's like become part of my lifestyle. And that's really what my goal was. So I am down even more weight, which the weight is not everything, but it's kind of like a telltale sign, that you're like doing some good things. So I am down now 29 pounds in 2.5 months, which I think is crazy. And I've been feeling even stronger too, like the strongest I've ever been in a long time. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update because I'm feeling good. Let's get into a little bit of tropical punch on the outer corner. And I just wanted to, tell you guys, it's okay to celebrate the little victories too. It doesn't always have to be a big change. It could be just something small that you feel better about. It's not always about like big numbers or big movements on the scale. So just knowing that I'm feeling stronger like that makes me really happy, and I'm enjoying going to the gym. And it doesn't feel like a struggle. Like, I actually want to work out because it feels good, getting that little runner's high. So I was like really impressed with myself that I worked out while I was on my vacation, and still was like mindful about, what I was putting in my body. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. I'm so happy with myself. What am I doing now? We need some green. Yeah, green. Or no, we need some more pink. I am actually going to take a single out of this Enchanted Garden palette from Ensley Rain. It's like singles that I bought in like a bundle, and it came with this little palette. I want to use this shade right here. I need some fiery pink in this look. This is called Fire Orchid, because none of these palettes have like a bright pink in it, which I'm surprised, because there's pinks in the Nomad palette, but there's not really any pink metallics. And this one's a little flaky, so let's spray that. So, yeah, that's how things have been going, guys. Oh, yes. I needed that shade in my life. I love Ensley Rain Cosmetics. They have such a good formula. And now I'm going to take Wildlife Wonderful and use that in the inner portion. Typical steps here. This one, too, is very, like, flaky and foiled. Put that in the front. Oh, yeah. I had a little fallout from that, but I don't care. I am living my best tropical life right now with this look. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I need to spray it a little more. So that is overall what has been going on, guys. Healthy journey. I'm in my healthy era right now. It's everyone's era now because of Taylor Swift. And I feel like this is actually going to be sustainable. Like, I feel like I'm making such healthy changes and healthy habits that this is, to me, in my mind, not going to be a temporary thing. I don't want it to be. And overall, the relationship with food has improved tremendously. I'm going to take a little bit of Waterfall on the bottom. It's green, not green, blue. And I'm going to spray it. The shimmers in the Cindy Grace palette are definitely a little bit more smoother. And they don't have as much fallout because they're on the smoother side. So if you like shimmers that aren't going to like be overly, like more on the glittery shimmery side and textured, I would suggest the metallics from Cindy Grace because they're very smooth. I'm going to use a little bit of Magical Mist. I think this one has like a grainy shift to it, but maybe I can just pop a little bit up here. Oh yeah, see, it's gonna lighten just a little bit. Just a little smidge of brightness right there. I was thinking I could try to use this yellow Toucan as my inner corner highlight. Let's see if it will be pigmented enough to do that. I think I've done that before. I might need to cover it. I don't know if it's brightening enough, but who doesn't want a little bit of warmth action in the inner corner? I am going to lighten it a little bit more with the coconut shade that I love from the Cindy Grace palette. It is so good as an inner corner highlight. It's like a satiny white shade. I think that will help make it look brighter. It takes away a little bit of the yellow, but I just wanted it to be lighter here. Let me do my waterline. I'm gonna use this. I only brought like a white and black one to my trip, so I'm gonna just, you know, use the NYX Jumbo pencil. And I love how it mixes with the blue down there, so it just makes like a pastel blue. Perfect. Let me do my lippy with you. I'm just gonna use this right here, the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip. This one is in Soulmate. I just figured I'd do my lip with you guys real quick, and I could use some moisture. I only used this lippy the whole time on my trip there. Like, I didn't use anything else because I love this. It was easy to slap on, and I just wasn't feeling putting anything else on my lips. And I love the tone. It's like a little bit of like a milky brown. And it just went with the vibes there. So that is basically all I did. And I didn't bring any lip liner because I am not a lip liner kind of girl. I tend to forget lip liner. So there's my lips. Perfect. So I am going to do the rest of the look off camera, liner, mascara, and all that. You don't need to see me apply those things. And then I will come back, show the finished look, and wrap this video up. All right, my loves, I am back, and here is the completed look. Oh, this is so pretty and colorful and tropical. These two palettes paired so nicely together, and it's always nice to give some more love to my eyeshadow palettes. And then I did go in with the LA Girl Jet Setter Liquid Liner to create a wing, tight line with a Trestique pencil, and use the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. This is a travel size, and the Birdie Lashes mascara. I brought all of these with me on my trip, and I basically wore mascara every day while I was there. But that was everything for this video and for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was so much fun to share with you guys about my trip and my experience, and show some photos, little videos, as well as get to, you know, create a fun little makeup look, and also give you guys a little health update and my little victories that I've been accomplishing. I'm just feeling so good, and I just wanted to share the good vibes with you guys. But you guys will now have to let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Have you been to Costa Rica? Are you going on any trips? Are you on any kind of health journey or goals that you're trying to achieve? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup and all that fun stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have all the makeup links. You can check it out for yourself. And I will have that come pack with me for Costa Rica video linked if you want to see that, as well as other like travel related videos in case you're curious about my other travels and want to see more. I will have my contact and my social media platforms linked as well. I'm on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle, where I post a lot of travel stuff, and Breezy_beauty, where I post all my makeup stuff. So I would love for you guys to join my Instagram fam as well. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for hanging out with me a bit. I really appreciate it, and I just hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world. And just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.